Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Ready? You ready? 36, 36. Hey, box truck.
Breeze now on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check. Check 52. Begin. Under. Kill.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Man, that's trash. Tighten up. Look at me. Door. Check out.
They'll go with the keeper. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Grant, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Murray now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. To the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Grant, 60 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Succa, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I've got 5-9. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 31. Check 31. Check Sammy. We're good. I 4. Ready. What is that?
Here's Kamara out of the pistol.
No.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Good job.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Over. 21.
To throw is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Breeze now on first down. Well, this is caught by Gill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready. Check. Watch 54. Come on.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, I-7. Check Mike 54.
Now Breeze again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Check 6 guard.
Now Breeze on third down. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
What's good on the extra point? And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Suck up for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
49, check 49, check 49. Watch twist. Hey, kill. Easy, opposite. Hey, Delta.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, watch the lane.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Touchdown, defense. 54's Mike.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to... The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
From the 38, Murray looking for his running back, and he's got him. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. 5-9.
54, Mike.
Hey, echo.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Tonight.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 3.
Breeze now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want 24 is the mic.
Team 6.
24 is the mic. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Extra point try now for Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And Josh Hill has it. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 49 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now this time, Breeze will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now on second and 13. Murray. He finds Corey Davis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. He finds Humphries. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They go back to Grant. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
It's now second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch the pass. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, baby. We turn over. Get that ball.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They will run with Grant. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. This is Grant. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Murray. They set up the screen for Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating. Absolutely.
I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw, Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Suck up for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
You're good, you're good. I four, ready.
Hey, exit. Towards the mic. Know your job.
Now Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Humphries now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.